Hi, Cedar.
Where are you heading?
I'm on my way down to see if I can get these hand-drawn plans approved. Let me show them to you one last time before I leave.
Hand drawn by the one and only.
How long have we been working on these?
Couple months.
Couple months. So we had this graph paper, I think, from the last remodel we did on our house down there in Gilbert, which was
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. I started playing around with these probably, 2 months ago? We started playing around with them together. If we paid an architect to draw these up, I'd have spent more money on the architect than I did on my, I don't know, foundation.
Truck outside?
On my truck, one of my mini trucks. So I'm gonna take him down there and see what he says. I know they're not crazy about people drawing their own plans, but it's completely legal. Everything's to scale. We just recently, literally seconds ago, changed the pitch on the barn. This is it. And this is first floor. This is second floor. So, speak now or forever hold your peace. You got anything you want to add before I head out?
Maybe like 10,000 more square feet.
Oh yeah.
Will that work?
How about 10,000 more square feet of canopy, of maple canopy, with the stars for your ceiling?
Perfect.
Is that good?
That's
That's
good.
what you're gonna have.
Where am I gonna put all my house decorations? I mean my holiday
I'm
decorations.
gonna put a bunker in the side of the hill. That way, when the apocalypse happens, nobody will steal them. Because we know that's the most valuable asset we have is your decor, right?
My decor, we're gonna use it to keep our house warm.
Okay, we'll be burning that in the fire. That's right. Here we go.
All right, good job,
see,
babe.
Let's
Proud
see
of
what the inspector says. I'm gonna go down and meet with him right now.
Look what we got here. He's got a smile on his face. That must mean good things.
Okay.
See what you got.
Let me show you what we got. I'm not going to show you too much of this, other than I'm not going to show you that. Here's what I'm going to show you. That right there.
Woo!
We are good to go. One of these papers that I turned over was our septic permit, which we have to get our building permit. I took these down there. I made 4 copies. Cost me $1.50 to get 4 copies, 4 sets of copies. We drew these over the last month and a half or 2 months, just kind of inspired on different things that we found on the internet. I drew this to square. That was one of the things that he wanted to see. He wanted to see that it was drawn to a scale of some kind, so I drew it to a scale. Here's the 2 changes we have to make. You want to see it?
Okay.
This is the second story. These windows, this is his words. These windows are not big enough for a fat firefighter to get through, is what he said. Not at all. I haven't met too many fat firefighters, to be honest. Pointed out some obvious things. The stairway has to have at least a 6'8" clearance. I'm gonna have to get my trusses engineered, but I'm gonna do conventional trusses, so we just gotta get somebody to draw up if they have to be 2x8 or 2x10 to accommodate the snow load. And then the other thing that he drew out was this beam over the island. Since we changed, do you want to show this? Since we changed the layout of the kitchen, we have to get an engineered beam. But we have same thing down here. Have to put in these egress windows. We're good to go. I mean, this would have taken, I don't know, 3 months down there in the big city. This is another one of the benefits to the small town stuff. And then it would have cost me a fortune. I'll just tell you that the permit costs about $1,300 for a 2,400 square foot house. I do have to pay for a septic, for a electrical and a plumbing inspection, which is probably another $300 a piece. And then it was
You know a good plumber?
We're going to find out if I still know a good plumber. That's a good question. And then the septic permit was $750, but what he said to me is anybody in any municipality within reason can draw up their own plans, except for the engineered aspects of plans. If there are things that have to be engineered, most municipalities require engineering done during the plan phase. In our phase, what he said to me is I need to have the engineering stamps when we start framing, when we get to that framing point for the trusses. But anyway, pretty cool. This is a big step in the right direction. This was my biggest concern.
So he said no on that extra 10,000 square feet.
Yeah, he said tell your wife to go back to Phoenix. That's what she said.
No thanks.
So we're good.
Good job, babe.
Exciting.
That is exciting.